Your ExpressLRS receiver is powered. The LED is solid. Your radio says it is connected. But when you move the sticks, nothing happens in Betaflight. So what is wrong? This is one of the most confusing problems for new FPV builders, because the receiver is bound. But binding is only one part of the control link. A successful bind only tells you that the radio and receiver can communicate. It does not automatically mean the flight controller is receiving your stick commands. Let me show you what is actually happening. When you move a stick on your radio controller, the radio sends that command over the air. The ExpressLRS receiver catches the command inside the drone, but the receiver does not control the motors directly. It sends the information to the flight controller. The flight controller interprets your command. Then it controls the ESC, and the ESC changes the speed of the motors. So the complete signal path is radio controller, receiver, flight controller, ESC, motors. Now here is the important part. Your radio can be successfully connected to the receiver, while the flight controller is receiving absolutely nothing. That means the wireless link is working, but the communication between the receiver and the flight controller is not. And there are 3 things I would check first. First, check the wiring. An ExpressLRS receiver normally communicates with the flight controller through a UART. And this is where many beginners make a very simple mistake. TX does not normally connect to TX, and RX does not normally connect to RX. The receiver TX connects to the RX pad of the flight controller, and the receiver RX connects to the TX pad of the flight controller, TX to RX, RX to TX. Think about 2 people having a conversation. Your mouth sends information. The other person's ears receive it. Then their mouth transmits information back to your ears. Transmit connects to receive. That is why TX and RX are crossed. Now check the second thing, the UART. Imagine you soldered your receiver to TX2 and RX2. That means the receiver is physically connected to UART2. Betaflight needs to know that. Open the Ports tab, find UART2, and enable Serial RX on UART2. The software configuration must match the physical wiring. Receiver on UART2, Serial RX on UART2. Do not randomly enable Serial RX on every UART. More enabled options do not make the receiver more likely to work. You need to identify the UART where the receiver is actually connected. Then enable Serial RX only on the correct port. Now the third check. Open the receiver settings in Betaflight. For a typical UART-based ExpressLRS receiver, the receiver mode should use a serial receiver, and the serial receiver provider should be CRSF. ExpressLRS uses CRSF to communicate with the flight controller. So if your wiring is correct, and your UART is correct, but the receiver protocol is configured incorrectly, your stick commands may still not appear. Now move the sticks on your radio. Look at the channel bars in the receiver tab. Move roll. The roll channel should move. Move pitch. Move throttle. Move yaw. The corresponding bars should respond to your sticks. This is one of the most important tests before your first flight. If your receiver is bound but these bars do not move, stop troubleshooting the motors. Stop changing PID settings. And do not replace the receiver immediately. Follow the control signal. Radio to receiver. Receiver to flight controller. Check the wiring. Check the UART. Check Serial RX. Check CRSF. This is the real lesson. A solid receiver LED only tells you part of the story. It can tell you that the radio and receiver are connected, but it does not prove that the flight controller is correctly receiving your commands. Binding is one link. The full control system is a chain, and every connection in that chain needs to work. Before your first flight, verify everything in the receiver tab. Move every stick. Check that the correct channel moves. Check the direction of each channel, and verify your switches. Do this testing safely on the bench, because your drone should never surprise you when you arm it. Troubleshooting FPV becomes much easier when you stop guessing which component is broken and start following the signal path from beginning to end. Want to understand exactly how the radio controller, ExpressLRS receiver, UART, telemetry, and control link work together? Subscribe to UAV Drone Academy and read the complete article on uavdroneacademy.com. The link is in the description.